وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. So we were there in Muqasamatul Jadd. As there is a known rule in law of inheritance, and that is that al-qareeb yahjub al-ba'id, the nearest heir, he prevents the farthest one. Now look, in general, brother is a heir as well, and son is heir as well. Now if somebody died and he does not have son or daughter, so his property would be inherited by his brother because he is the heir. But now, if there is son and brother both, so son is the nearest heir and brother is the farthest one. So this nearest one will prevent the farthest one. So property will go to the son and the brother cannot take anything. That's a common rule. Got it? Now, look at me. Law is based upon rules or based upon kindness and pity? Rules. Sometimes we are getting confused. Should be like this. Should be, that is not rule. Got it? Because in rule there is no should. Yeah. Rule is crystal clear. What you are...
No should have, would have, could have.
Yeah. No shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't. Got it? So in law there is no shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't. Or should, could, would. Should, could, would. There is no room for these three words in law. Law is either is or not. Got it? That is the case. So for example, only one thing which we are confusing with, and that is that if somebody has two sons, got it? Now one son, he was married and he has kids, but he passed away before his father. His kids, the grandkids of the grandfather, they are there, and his real son is there. Means the uncle and the nephews. Now the grandfather died. So Sharia is, property will go to his sons. Got it? Not to his grandsons. The grandsons, they are not the inheritor in such a case. Yes, if all the sons passed away and the guy had only grandkids, so then they were the heirs. But here, this is his son and this is his grandson from another son who died before him. So now this one, this is the nearest one. Grandson is a heir, but he is the farthest one. And we mentioned a rule, Innal Qariba yahjub al-ba'id. Innal Qariba yahjub al-ba'id. That the nearest heir prevented the farthest one to take a share in Sharia. If that is not clearly mentioned there in the text of Quran and Sunnah. Got it? Or not it? Yes. So now, here, the case is that of grandfather and brothers and sisters. If Zayd passed away, he had his grandfather and he has brothers as well. Zayd has a grandfather and Zayd had brothers as well. Now, rule according to Abu Hanifa is crystal clear. He says that what if the father is alive and the brothers are there? So there, all four schools of jurisprudence, they are of the view that the whole property will go to the father. The brother cannot take any share. The brother cannot take any share from the property of their deceased brother. Got it?
Got it.
So that is the rule agreed upon. What about the grandfather? So dispute is here. Imam Abu Hanifa is alone here. And the three Imams, great Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and these two students of Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, rahimahumullah, all of them they are on the other side. Now the mazhab of Abu Hanifa, radiyallahu ta'ala an, is based upon the fatwa of Abu Bakr, Umar, Osman, Ali, and other major Sahaba like Ibn Masud and Ibn Abbas. And the mazhab of Jumhur, along with Abu Yusuf and Muhammad, rahimahumullah, that is based upon the fatwa of Zayd ibn Sabit, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Got it? Zayd ibn Sabit, in his time, he was considered the Mufti of Medina. Got it? And he was the Katib of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, great man. But that is his point of view, that no, grandfather cannot deprive brothers of the deceased or his sisters from inheritance. Now, what is the base of the Mazhab Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullahi alayh? He says that the grandfather is called the father. Grandfather is what? Called the father. وَاتَّبَعْتُ مِلَّةَ آبَاءِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْحَاقَ وَيَعْقُوبَ. Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam in Quran, Allah narrates that I followed the millat of my fathers, Ibrahim, Ishaq, and Yaqub. Now Yaqub was his father, Ishaq was his grandfather, and Ibrahim was great-grandfather. But he called all of them fathers. So Imam Rahmatullah says that grandfather is father. That is based upon the text of Quran. Now what is in case of father? The brothers and sisters, they are not taking anything. Got it? The whole property goes to the father. Same is the case of grandfather. Same is the case of grandfather. That the brothers and sisters of the deceased, they cannot take anything. But for academic purpose, for what? For academic purpose, even though that this book, As-Siraj Fil Mirath by Shaykh Sirajuddin rahimahullah, a well-known authority in this regard. This book, this is in fiqh Hanafi. This is in fiqh Hanafi. But the issue is very important, so that's why he explained that issue in this book as well. That's why I brought it out, even though we are teaching all four schools of jurisprudence, but because of the importance of this issue for academic purpose, I mentioned that Imam Sirajuddin, he has also written Babul Muqasama, that's called Muqasama. Got it? And as we mentioned, that according to Zayd ibn Sabit, radiyallahu ta'ala an, for grandfather, there will be three situations. So which one is the best one? We will go by that. Which one is good for the grandfather? We will go by that one. Yes. Number one, 1/6 of the property. What? 1/6 of the property. Number two, to take inheritance as a residue. No, not like this. Write it down like this. So according to Zayd ibn Sabit, radiyallahu ta'ala an, for grandfather there are one of the two situations. Either muqasama means to be considered like one brother. He has to be considered like one brother. Or to take 1/3 of the whole property. So as we mentioned before, that Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said that in this regard there could be three situations. If 1/6 of the whole property is better for the grandfather, So 1/6 would be given to him from the very beginning, and then the remaining property would be distributed to the brothers and sisters. Got it? But if muqasama means to distribute along with brothers and sisters, like as one brother, if that is better for him, then we will go for muqasama. So now if he inherited the property with the 2, 3, write it down, with the 2, 3 are 4 brothers of the deceased. So then muqasama is better for the grandfather, not 1/6. Why? Because if the brothers are 2 and we will give him 1/6 and the remaining is to be divided and distributed to 2 brothers, so he is not getting more, the brothers are getting more. Yes? Same is the case of 3 brothers and 4 brothers. But if the deceased has 5 brothers, how many? 5 brothers, and one is grandfather. So here 1/6 and muqasama both is one and the same. In case of muqasama he is taking 1/6, in case of 1/6 he is taking 1/6. But if the deceased has 7 brothers and one grandfather, so here 1/6 is good for him. Because if he will consider him as one brother, so they will become together 8 brothers. They will become 8 brothers. So like a brother, he will be taking 1/8 of the property. That's not better for him. So then in this case, we will give 1/6 of the whole property, the remaining one will be distributed to 7. Got it? That is according to Sayyidina Ali, Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu, as he interpreted muqasama. Now Zayd ibn Sabit Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu, he does not consider the sister as a sharer if she is with the grandfather. She considered her as a residue. But there was a case which is called al-Aqdariya. A woman from Banu Aqdar, she passed away and she left behind her husband, her mother, grandfather, and one sister. So the husband is taking half of the property because no kids. The mother is taking 1/3 of the property because not more than 2 brothers or sisters are there. The grandfather is taking 1/6 of the property, and the sister is taking half of the property. So the case will be from 6. Common denominator will be 6. Husband will take 3. The mother will take 2. The grandfather will take 1. And the full sister will take 3. So in masala, there is awal now. Because the makhraj or the common denominator was 6, but the shares went up to 9. How many? 9. So it's called awal. Now here, the grandfather is taking less than the full sister, because sister is taking 3 out of 9 and grandfather is taking 1 out of 9. Got it? So here, what Zayd ibn Sabit did, he clubbed together these 2 shares to one another. 1 plus 3, altogether 4. And now he considered the sister as a residue with the grandfather. So he considered the grandfather as brother. Now 1 brother and 2 sisters. The property would be distributed to them 2 to 1. 2 to 1. So now they have 4 shares. And 2 to 1, these are 3 shares. And the nisbat, or relation between 4 and 3 is, say, tabayun. That's what? Tabayun. In case of tabayun, the entire number of the ru'us or the heads would be multiplied by the actual masala. So we will multiply 9 by 3. It will become 27. And then 3, that is the mazroob. Now all the share we will multiply by this 3. So what was with husband? 3. So 3 multiplied by 3? 9. How much was with mother? 2 multiplied by 3? 6. All together, what was with the grandfather and the sister both? 4 multiplied by 3? 12. Now it would be distributed to them both as 2 to 1. So 8 shares will go to the grandfather and 4 will go to the sister. Wasallallahu ta'ala ala khair khalqi Muhammad wa alayhi wa sallam. Rahimahullah Zayd ibn Sabit. Sheikh Muhammad